This is a CBC podcast.
Hi, I'm Anastasia Busas. I am a two-time Olympic speed skater. My whole life, I have been surrounded by athletes, and every one of them has a story that a scoreboard will never capture.
It's not an easy thing to be with an athlete.
I don't understand why they're making fun of me because I like to figure skate.
Player's Own Voice is all about the person inside the performance.
When you're so in it, I think perhaps we're the people that understand it the least.
Subscribe now wherever you get your podcasts.
Anine Jain, how are you?
Gonalonkwa, which is I love you.
Agamemok, keep going.
Diane today for Don't Touch.
This is First Words, an Indigenous language podcast by Unreserved.
Yat-e, which is a greeting.
Miigwech, which means thank you.
Hi-yo, Heiltsuk Klanuga, Kaya Klanuga Tchas, Bala Bala du Hartley Bay, Heiltsuk du Tsimshian Klanuga, Kamshawagala, Elizabeth Wilson. My traditional name is Heiltsuk, which means abalone shellwoman, and I come from the communities of Bala Bala on my father's side and Hartley Bay on my mother's side. And those nations that I come from are Heiltsuk of Bala Bala and Tsimshian of Hartley Bay. My English name is Elizabeth Wilson. The language that I've been working with for the last 12 plus years is Heiltsuk from Bala Bala. My initial goal and dream is to be able to teach immersion in my community and in the language. And it's always been my dream since I was in kindergarten to be a teacher. So I decided to move to the Lower Mainland to Vancouver area to attend university here to get my teaching certificate. I've never heard of anybody teaching any of our community members that live in the Lower Mainland, and there was quite a bit of them that addressed me that they've never learned the language. I was using it at home with my children and mainly with my youngest, and we were laying in bed, we were counting in the language. Yuduk, Mook, Skauk, Aklaut, Maslaus, Utos, singing the head and shoulders song in the language. Hechti ukwina uchtamwa gugwi, uchtamwa gugwi, uchtamwa gugwi, hechti ukwina uchtamwa gugwi, kaks bispiu sims du chomak. He kind of touched me and asked if I ever thought of teaching other kids that live in the city. And I told him, yeah, I thought about it. He was like, I wonder how much of them don't get to learn to speak the language. And that kind of touched me and said, yeah, maybe I should, because nobody else seems to be doing it. And I'm here and I'm willing to, pass on what was passed on to me. Before I had even put it out there, I was getting messages asking, are you going to be having language classes here in the city? If so, when and where? And it was constant, almost every day, asking if I was ready to start. So that kind of helped put the pressure on to really get it started as well. Because, like I said, it was almost every day I was getting asked. And that really made me feel confident because I was a bit nervous, because I'm not anywhere near fluent as I would like to be, and made me feel really good that they wanted me to teach them what I know. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up learning Heiltsuk. I'm going to get a bit of emotional because two of my mentors have now passed on. One was my Aunt Phyllis, and just recently, Nuakawa Evelyn Windsor. So I want to pay tribute to them. They were my language mentors. Our first class was held at the Huihua Library at UBC near the Longhouse. And that was a really emotional first day of language class. Being the first to offer it to our people in the city. It just brought so much joy and pride to my heart, and I'm very passionate about our language and our culture and keeping our history alive and making new history, like having this first Heiltsuk language class offered in the city. Yo, Heiltsuk Klanuga. The words I would like to share today are Wallace Gasicha and Hiatla. Wallace Gasicha, thank you very much. And Hiatla, respect. Wallace Gasicha, I always teach my son to always use his manners, and that's one of the manners that is quite frequently used. Gasicha, to feel very thankful, is Wallace Gasicha and Hiatla. Hiatla is one of the biggest things that is always taught in our community. I always teach that, especially when I work with children, to always respect themselves, others around them, whether they be animals or people, buildings. I'm Liz Wilson, and your words for today are Wallace Gasicha, thank you very much, and Hiatla, respect.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts.